Welcome back, everyone. This is Frank Whiskey Charlie Zero Oscar. Now, if you've seen my channel before, you've seen me record with various X Fuji cameras, and I've done a few X100 cameras. I'm not sure if it was the S or the T, and of course I've done also the XT cameras, but the X100s are portable and nice and a bit discreet. But one of the things about using the X100V as a video camera in the car is that the focal length is not right. Sure, if I was sitting in the back seat, probably would work very nicely, but right now it's really too close up. Now there might be a lens. I don't know if there's a conversion lens that will make it a little bit wider. I'm going to look into that. Maybe that's what I need at the moment. Right now I'm trying to see if it's focusing on me, and we'll find out very quickly, because after this I'm going to look at it and see if it does. One of the downfalls of the X100s is, in situations like this on continuous autofocusing, is that it can't cut it. It just can't. But the 5, I think, was doing pretty good, and hopefully the 6 will do even better. It doesn't have face detection. It's just on continuous autofocusing, and I don't even have my glasses on or my hat. So if I put my glasses on, I don't even know if it's going to focus. I remember in previous cameras the focus was contrast based, but I think now it's a combination of other type of focusing elements. So right now it's on standard, the film simulation, and it's on completely automatic. Exposure compensation's at 0. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Photometry, I think, is center weighted, not focused, not 1 point. I used to do that, but I'm thinking more centered. I don't know if the yeah, there is a photometry for this. And right now you're hearing it through the audio of the built-in microphone, and it also has the image stabilization that I really don't know if it really works that well. It kind of does, I guess. We'll find out as we drive around here in the city, see how it looks. You know, it's been what, more than 10 years now since the X100 came out, and when it first came out, you know, people, and still today, people say that this is not a video camera. It's a camera that you take in the street or something on vacation, and you just take pictures. And if you do video, you know, you can always you know, use the single, I think it's a single, the S mode, press the button and don't move too much. Well, what's the point if you can't move around or get into frame or something? And I remember many times I would do, I think, you know, press the button lightly so it could focus on me first, and then it would do it. If it had face detection on it or continuous, it would just go back and forth, go back and forth. Especially the XT models with a legacy lens, like the 16 millimeter f1.4, beautiful lens, especially at night. With the XT1. One thing I would recommend is to have the tally light. The tally light right now is blinking, but don't have the tally light at night, because it is a little bit, you can sort of see the light flashing. I wish it was not as bright at night. On the screen, it's I turn off the screen when when I'm recording so that the screen won't spend power. One thing that I do know for sure is that if I was recording this in the summer and the sun was blazing hot, it was blazing hot on the X100VI, it would overheat very easily. So right now is the fall. Temperatures are, well, it says the temperature's like 83 degrees, but it's not really hot, and the sun is not on top of the camera, but I guess it would overheat eventually. Did I mention, I know I did, that it was the audio from the camera? It's pretty good actually. And if you open the window, right, and hear the sounds outside, that's the awning, by the way, that clicking sound. There you go. The sounds on the outside, can you still hear me? Probably. Question is, how many times has it gotten unfocused, right? Or if I put my hand, let's say, to move my hair a little bit, will it still focus? I know that how fast it focuses, you can change that. I've never understood like the mechanism behind that. It has a lot of settings. Too bad it's just not a simple setup. And there's a ton more of menus that are great if you're into, you know, being specific into what you want in terms of your needs. But I don't really like that. It would be nice if the camera had a much simpler menu system. Now, the reason why I'm talking a little bit more than usual here is because I want you to see, you know, how well this thing records in the wild. One of the things that people who have this camera for a day and then return it, I'm gonna close up the windows. Those people that have this camera for a day or for a week, you know, they're always like setting it up in real nice conditions, and it's sometimes misleading. And in this case, I have a little experience using Fuji cameras, and you know, I know some basic settings, and that's where it is right now. It's really hard to know how I'm framed because there is no flippy screen on this, and God forbid if it did, because if it does, then the X100 community would just flip out because it's not a blogging camera, and it is a hybrid. I mean, it does do many things, right? It does take pictures and do videos. So I'm not understanding why people are so afraid of, hey, making it more more accessible for those who want to have a small little camera and want to do videos like this. So hopefully you got a sense of, you know, when the sun was on me and how well it adjusted. How much is it being burned out in the background? The dynamic range on these cameras are getting better, and this is nothing like my cell phone, but the dynamic range, of course, you'll see the background burn out because it just doesn't have that capability. And I'm not running what do they call that, F-log mode, and I don't think this camera has a RAW mode. I don't think. And if it did, it would probably be way too much memory on it. I doubt it does. So now that you've seen this, you get a sense of how the camera looks in terms of video mode. All right, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.